welcome to the greatest magic show of the 21st century. No, I'm not pulling a rabbit out of a hat. I'm going to do something much more impressive. I'm going to make $1,000 vanish from Dave's bank account without him ever leaving his bed. Meet Dave. Dave wakes up feeling like a high roller, a cool grand in the bank. He thinks he's in control. But what Dave doesn't realize is that his phone isn't a communication device. It's a one-way ATM, sucking cash from his pocket and depositing it straight into Silicon Valley's vault. It's now 11 p.m. Dave's balance? A measly $47. Dave wasn't mugged, and he didn't lose it at a blackjack table in Vegas. Dave simply scrolled. Let's take a look inside Dave's brain to see how it was hijacked by an algorithm that knows him better than his own mother does. The TikTok Shop Trap. 9 a.m. Dave opens TikTok for just 5 minutes to see what's trending. And suddenly, boom! He sees the miracle he never knew he needed. A self-stirring coffee mug. It's 60% off with a terrifying red warning. Only 3 left in stock. Here we move from entertainment to psychological engineering. The algorithm doesn't see Dave. It sees a human Skinner box. Ever heard of the psychologist B.F. Skinner? He discovered that lab rats press a lever much more frantically if the reward is variable and unpredictable. The algorithm uses what we call variable rewards. You never know when the next hit or deal is coming, so you keep scrolling. When that discounted mug pops up, Dave's brain floods with dopamine. Science tells us that dopamine isn't released when we own the item, but in the moment of anticipation, right before the purchase. A famous study by Wolfram Schultz proved that dopamine neurons fire most intensely during an unexpected reward, like a deal you can't afford to miss. Then there's artificial scarcity. That only 3 left alert triggers the amygdala, the brain's fear center. Dave's brain doesn't see a mug. It sees a rare survival resource he's about to lose. This isn't logic. It's a primitive survival reflex. Look at that speed. 0 time for reflection. This is what we call zero friction. Dave bought the mug in 90 seconds without leaving the app. Dave just spent $40 to solve a problem he invented 5 minutes ago. The exhausting labor of moving a spoon. Dave feels like he won. The algorithm knows it did. The influencer illusion. 2 p.m. Dave's energy is dipping, so he needs a hit of someone else's life. Enter the influencer. Look at him. Perfect skin, huge kitchen, and a $600 espresso machine he claims is the only secret to his productive morning routine. Why does Dave believe him? Science calls this parasocial interaction. A study by Horton and Wohl in the 1950s explains how we build one-sided relationships with media figures. Dave has followed this guy for months. He's seen his house, his kids, even his golden retriever. Dave's subconscious thinks this guy is a friend, and we trust friends more than we trust salesmen. When the influencer says this machine is essential, Dave's logical defenses are bypassed. He doesn't see a coffee maker. He sees the lifestyle he's missing. Oh, price too high? Don't worry, the algorithm has a magic trick. Buy now, pay later. Just 4 easy payments of $150. This is the mental accounting trap, famously explained by Nobel Prize winner Richard Thaler. Dave's brain registers only $150 and tosses the remaining $450 into a folder labeled Future Dave's Problems. And to his brain, Future Dave is a complete stranger he doesn't care about. Dave tells himself, I've always wanted to elevate my coffee game. Dave, your old Keurig works fine, but it doesn't look aesthetic on the Instagram. And in the age of Instagram, that's the ultimate sin. The running total? $640, and the sun is setting. Decision fatigue. We've reached the kill zone, 10 p.m. Dave is at his psychological breaking point. He's spent the whole day making decisions at work and resisting hundreds of ads. This is when the algorithm delivers the knockout blow, using ego depletion. According to psychologist Roy Baumeister, willpower isn't infinite. It's like a phone battery that drains with every choice you make. Dave's willpower is at 1%. Boom. Retargeting. The algorithm recorded that Dave hovered over this jacket for 4 seconds this morning. It knows he likes it, and it waited for his moment of weakness to give him that final shove. The 20% discount tricks Dave's logic. He's no longer thinking about spending $200, he's thinking about saving $50. Per Prospect Theory by Daniel Kahneman, we hate losing more than we love gaining. Dave feels that not buying this jacket is like losing $50 that was already in his hand. Dave hits purchase while half asleep. Congrats, Dave! You just bought a heavy winter parka, and you live in sunny Florida. But hey, you saved $50, right? How not to be a Dave. The day is over. Dave now owns a self-stirring mug, a show-off coffee machine, and a jacket for a winter that will never come. He could barely afford dinner, but because you follow me, I won't let you become the next Dave. Here is your survival protocol in 3 steps. 1. If you see an ad you love, wait 24 hours before hitting buy. You'll find that 90% of your needs were just a fleeting dopamine spike. 2. Unfollow any influencer who makes you feel like your life is incomplete without their sponsor's products. 3. Delete your credit card info from your browser and apps. Forced to get up and find your wallet, your prefrontal cortex finally has time to scream, "What are you doing? Sit back down!" Are you next? The party's over. Dave has stuff, but no money. Dave wasn't scammed. He was engineered. Every flaw in his biological evolution was exploited to turn a thinking human into a consumption machine. Now, it's your turn. Head down to the comments and confess. What is the most useless thing the algorithm convinced you to buy in a moment of weakness? For me, I bought designer sunglasses for dogs. My dog still looks at me with pure judgment. See you next time, assuming the algorithm doesn't sell you a cat meow translator before this video ends.